Do you hear that?
Let me out.
Listen closely.
Let me out.
You hear it?
Let me out.
Kind of gives you the chills to hear the sound of all the tormented souls that cry, that haunt these concrete walls, the screams that linger of all those who are unfortunate enough to take their final breath in this very place. The smells of mold and must, the stale taste of the air inside. This was once where they sent the worst of the worst. Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary. There have been many a stories and legends to arise from within, but from here on out, this will forever be remembered as the hole that Dirty Dick Plunkett couldn't get out of. It didn't quite sound right, did it? Yeah, the hell with it. I don't really give two shits. I want you to fight blinded by your anger. I mean, in confines that are nothing but steel and concrete, in such a savage match against the most brutal son of a bitch any of you have ever seen. And this very prison is already known for brutal and savage occurrences. But the things that would make a normal man squeam. That's why it was shut down to begin with. It was terrible, inhumane. But it sounds, to me, like the executions that have happened here will have one more number added here. The death of DDP, and once again the anguish that ran rampant, shall no longer be dormant and rise again. It will be spectacularly bloody and violent. Those screams that once, and in places still occupied, this place will ring out loudly of this dumbass's throat. The fact that you have convinced yourself that you even have a chance tonight, that this retarded hillbilly showed up like married cousins at a family reunion, all happy and upbeat. But I have some unfortunate news there, shit for brains. I have this strange feeling growing inside. This place, it kind of feels like, especially in places like the infirmary and the hole, they have flooded my mind with memories of that hellhole St. Bernadette's, and a place that I hate. Grim and I have been through and witnessed there. Things that, well, you only see in movies. I've been part of horror stories that would make your dirty dick pee his tiny little whiteys. But you see, after so long, I decided that I need to be the one committing these atrocities to others, not a victim, but the offender. No one was going to take advantage of the king, and slowly but surely what began as mere self-defense, well, it wasn't enough. Doing what I had to do was just not enough. It was too much fun to satisfy my desires. I began to attempt to make everyone feel all the things that I had as an innocent child. Attacking people, hurting and incapacitating anyone within my vicinity, never relenting until I saw that look in their eyes, the one that I had once felt, the look of fear itself. I became addicted. I just couldn't get enough. I became the king of fear. All those years ago, from a timid boy, I vowed I'd never feel that way ever again. Never feel the clutches of fear myself, but to be the ambassador of fear. And that hasn't changed. And even though everyone in here, well, it seems you forget. You forget. How can you forget after all the beatings? But that's okay. I use Little Limp Dick as an example of who it is that you are taunting. You see, I love to fight, and the fight shall rob you of your hopes and dreams. It shall leave you wrapped in insecurities and doubt, full of fear. And you can mock me as you wish, but allow P-Brain to soak up this very knowledge. I have beaten men like Little Litke, the Professor, Cutthroat, and even Grim, who has never even beaten me. Hell, no one has beaten me in 2 fucking months. And only once since my return in December have I even lost straight up with no one's interference, and that was to Mike Check. And he embodies everything that your backwoods ass doesn't. See, I'm that damn good, and none of you realize it. So now the listless, droopy dick has to get the prison style beating in a place known as the Rock. But wake up, because this isn't a dream of yours. This isn't the movies, and you're not Sean Connery or Nicolas Cage. No, you're not a hero coming to save anything. How can you save the day when you can't save yourself? What in the flying fuck would Dirty Duck Dick be a hero of? I mean, sounds to me more like a name for little boys' nightmares. But don't fret, my loyal subjects. For reason for concern. And make no mistake, these are my people. You, Plunkett, you're a damn fool, and you'll be just another fuckhead to fall to fear, another casualty of pride and ignorance. See, I'm not just going to win. Once again, defending my World Heavyweight Championship belt. I'm going to snap your hillbilly-looking, backwoods-dwelling pecker neck like a piece of celery. I'm going to humiliate you. Maybe I'll snap you into that electric tray and give you a ride on the White Lightning. You're less than nothing, like a bug that gets run through by a windshield. I'll enjoy staring in your eyes as you come up all bright-eyed and full of hope. But as the beating commences, and each blow, it takes its toll, and realization hits that you have nowhere to hide, nowhere to run. The place was the last hell for many of men. This place on this face of this earth, they knew, would become a living hell for you. A very real and present hell. And I know shit dick over here will feel right at home in prison. But this isn't that type of show. Welcome to insanity. Welcome to my hell, Plunkett. And after I've beaten your head in between every cell door down D block, otherwise known as the hole, after I've beaten you bloody and unconscious, I'll take you down to that very last cell that back in the day was known as the strip cell. And before I lock you in for your stay in a room with just a hole in the middle of the floor to shit in, I will write my name in your blood on the walls to remind you of what I've done, and forever etch my name in the one and only Alcatraz. Enjoy the screams of the dead, and maybe now, you, as well everyone else, will remember that the champ is fear.